Hey gang, Joe here. Just doing a quick note that this is my next recording session after the first 4 chapters went out. The support has been very nice, and I just want to say thank you for enjoying my practice at a dramatic voice actor thing. It's been going really well. I've been really enjoying this story. I've actually been really wanting to read more of it, but just hadn't had time before today. As of right now, I don't have anything in my buffer, so we'll see how many chapters I get through tonight. So how about we read some more goddamn Taako, okay? Old Man Taako outruns death and lives forever by Anonymous Alchemist. Chapter 5, Goldcliff. I don't remember any of my voices. I really should have listened before. He's not here, Mira says, without turning away from her client, who had frozen at the sight of the 3 Reapers. Okay, now can you give me any of the paperwork that she signed? That'd be an enormous help in establishing a paper trail. Where'd your boy go? Loop asks, leaning on Mira's shoulder. Mira still doesn't turn. Spill the beans, Ango. We gotta kill him. And our boy Crab misses my bro, because they're one of those gross couples. Detective, there's a couple of Reapers behind you. The client, who I don't think I may have missed it. The client whispers, glancing nervously at the 2 Reapers standing behind Mira. We can hear you, Kravitz says, waving a hand dismissively and completely ignoring the latter half of Loop's comment. Oh, don't worry, we're not here for you. Mira, has Taako been here? Mira sighs theatrically. He was here, and now he's not. Well, where'd he go? Mira shrugs, dislodging Loop. The client looks terrified. Mira smiles at him sympathetically. Sorry, Lee, can we actually finish this up later? Family business, Mira says with an apologetic shrug. Lee nods rapidly. Yeah, sure, no problem. Family business with Reapers. I'm just gonna go. Far speech me about rescheduling, Mira calls as Lee practically runs out of the office. She finally looks over her shoulders at the visitors. Wow, that is impressive. She looked over both of her shoulders at the same time. I like this Mira. What did I tell you guys about barging into my office in your work clothes? Mira says, scowling. You scared my client. Sorry, Ango, Loop says without any hint of apology. Kravitz sheepishly turns back into his flesh form. Loop continues, It's sort of an emergency. We gotta find Taako, and Big Mama said he was just here. Well, he didn't tell me where he was going, Mira says. Have you tried the High Church's place? That's worth a try, I suppose, Kravitz says, nodding. Maybe we'll... He's interrupted by a door clanging open. Mom! Uncle Taako said to give this to you! Amy runs in, waving a piece of paper around. Mira expertly plucks the piece of paper out of Amy's hand and unfolds it. Oh, hi, Auntie Loop, Uncle Krav. Hey, kiddo, Loop says, hugging her. You seen your Uncle Taako? Mm-hmm, Amy nods. You know where the doofus went? Mm-hmm, Amy says, shaking her head. Loop releases Amy. Oh, my bad. You know where the doofus went? Mm-mm, Amy says, shaking her head. Loop releases Amy. With a shot. He probably went to Goldcliff, Mira says abruptly without looking up from the paper. He took the race car, the tricked out one that his Academy and Miller Labs collaborated on. He probably wants to race. You can grab anything from the garage that you want. Huh? Loop says. Mira looks up from the paper and smiles, though it's a little shaky. Trust me, which one of us is the detective, Aunt Lou? Thank you, Mira, Kravitz says. Shh. No phones during recording sessions. It's very rude. Shh. Okay. Thank you, Mira, Kravitz says. Sure, Mira nods. Go get your husband, Uncle Krav. I want to gank a motorbike, Loop says, staring at the expanse of vehicles in the garage. Kravitz rubs his eyes. Sure, whatever. First Taako stole the Star Blaster, and now he's got a race car. Grab a motorbike. Today can't get any vehicularly weirder. Loop laughs and inspects a row of motorcycles. Oh, come on, Skelebro. Don't tell me you're not enjoying this. It's the most fun I've had in months ever since that job with the Robo-Lich and the weird little minions. And now we're going on a car chase, and you know I love car chases. Kravitz cracks the suggestion of a smile. Well, okay. It's not the worst thing. Loop pats him on the back. That's the spirit. Oh, and call Barry. He should be done by now. Amy looks over her mom's arm and pulls her sleeve to get her mother's attention. Hey, Mom, what'd the paper say? Mira wipes her eyes on her sleeve. She's not exactly crying, but her eyes are damp. Your uncle, that sentimental idiot, left us everything. We don't even need it, that big dummy. Despite her words, she's smiling. Okay, we gotta get back into Taako. Feel the Taako flow. Taako unfolds himself out of the vehicle. Geez, the driver's compartment is pretty cramped. He's not really a great driver either. Joints pop as he stretches. Good thing he's not going to be the one driving. Nobody looks too closely at him as he walks down the street. Cool cars are not really that out of place in Goldcliff. Neither are celebrities. Also, Taako had magicked himself up a really big hat and sunglasses. Old school incognito. He's parked near the center of town, where the tree is. The tree is enormous. Probably the size of a small office building, more or less. Maybe a big office building. It's autumn, so the green leaves and pink flowers have been replaced by a cascade of orange and red, a riot of color like a bonfire. Well, the girls always cleaned up nice, Taako thinks as he walks over. Now, how the hell does he get them to wake up? Last time he saw them was a couple of years ago, and they had been the ones to find him. He contemplates the tree trunk for a moment, and then starts wondering if that's the dryad equivalent of starting at someone's I think it's probably staring, but we're going with starting at someone's chest for too long. Okay, that's enough analogies for one day, he thinks. Maybe if he just asks them. Oh, God, my throat is really not too good for this, but we'll do my best. He cups his hands to his mouth and shouts, Yo, Hurls, Sloan, it's your boy Taako here. Want to help me win a race against the Grim Reaper? I got a shiny new Batwagon for you to drive if you're in. He feels pretty stupid, yelling at a tree. Nothing happens. Yeah, this bit was a mistake. Time to figure out his plan B, i.e. mostly using his sick wizard magics and winging it. Taako turns away from the tree. Guess he should go get the car. A hand grabs his arm. Taako slaps it with his other hands instinctively. He hits bark. He turns back. Oh my God. Hurley's holding his wrist firmly. Behind her, Sloan is pulling herself from the tree. Guess they heard him after all. Both women look excited. Okay. You're racing death? Sloan asks. You mean your husband? You've got a new battle wagon? Hurley asks. Technically running from death, Taako says. And hell yeah, I do. You in? Oh, we're in, Sloan says from behind Hurley. Show us your ride and we'll get rolling. Taako grins. Hells yeah. Even in Goldcliff, which is unusually accustomed to weird vehicles and vehicular experiences, a motorbike followed by a car zooming out of a portal is sort of a new one. Pedestrians gawk. Out of the way, Loop hollers. We got a boy to catch. The streets clear pretty quickly. Geez, I thought they'd be here by now, Taako says, tapping his foot and staring out the window of the gunner's compartment. Thought they were some sort of hotshot bounty hunters. The race car is stationed at the beginning of the track, the engine purring, the car ready to shoot forward. Sloan and Hurley had negotiated for the driver's seat, and now Sloan is in the gunner's compartment with Taako, while Hurley cheerfully sits in front of the steering wheel. Do you know them? Did you tell them you were going to be here? Sloan asks. Taako shrugs. Finding me is their problem. Wait, Hurley says, glancing through the opening to the gunner seat. You hear that? Taako says and perks an ear up. There's a low mechanical rumbling in the distance. Oh, speak of the devil. You ready to rock and roll, Hurls? Oh, I was born ready, Hurley says and revs the engine. Just as Mira had suggested, the Reapers find Taako's car parked at the beginning of the Goldcliff racetrack. The old one, the one that ends at the edge of the cliff, the one that a bunch of people died at before it was closed. As they approach, Barry and Kravitz jointly manning a slick black race car with a set of awfully big guns, and Loop riding a dangerously red motorbike. The silver car leaps into action, zipping away from them. A magically projected voice yells at them, "Gotta win the race if you want your boy!" Kravitz grins despite himself and slams his foot on the gas pedal. Loop is already way ahead of him. Taako is having the time of his life, firing pot shots at his husband and sister and brother-in-law. Barry's firing back, and Loop's zigzagging closer and closer. Magically projected messages fill the air. Oh boy. We're gonna go with a okay. Babe, I've seen better driving from Merle. Love, your aim seems to be a bit off. Are you trying to get caught? Barrel, Barrel, you couldn't hit the side of a barn. Who the fuck is driving, Taako? No way to be able to do this. This is really hard. An alchemist. I like. Okay. Who the fuck is driving, Taako? No way you'd be able to do this. Fuck off, Lou. This is really hard, and I love it. Despite Hurley's best efforts, the Reapers continue to gain on them. But that's no big. That's to be expected. No way the Boner Squad didn't juice up their engines on the way here. But winning isn't Taako's goal. Ain't no way to win conventionally, because if he stops, he's toast. He's a dead boy, even if he beats him to the finish line. The three vehicles edge closer and closer to the cliff. Taako glances at it every once in a while. Just a bit closer. We're getting near the end of the track. We're getting near the end of the track, Barry yells, sticking his head out of the gunner's compartment from the port hole above. Kravitz shifts gears. Loop nods. All right, this has been fun, but it's time to get to work, Loop yells back, her voice magically projected. I'll be back in a mo, boys. Barry nods and drops back into the gunner's compartment. Loop deftly lets go of the bike's handlebars and draws her scythe. She slices a hole in space, lets herself be thrown through it, the bike careening across the track without a rider. Wind whistles around the sleek silver car. The edge of the cliff is looming. Excellent, Taako thinks. We're getting to the end of the track, Taako, Hurley yells from the driver's seat. Which way do you want me to turn? Don't turn, Taako yells back. I've got a plan, but hold up. First, I gotta send you guys back. What? Sloane says, whipping her head around to stare at Taako, who promptly grabs both her and Hurley and casts a variant of teleport, popping the two women out of the car and back near their tree. Oh, I missed them already. As they disappear, Taako scrambles through the entrance to the driver's seat to grab the steering wheel. Thanks, lady. Oh, shit, Loop. Just as Taako places his hands on the wheel, his twin sister barrels out of a portal and into him from behind, smashing him against the windshield. Loop laughs. Taako yells, Get off, Lulu! Got you, big baby bro! I'm 6 minutes younger than you, Taako shouts, squished against the console. And like hell you have! The car flies over the finish line and continues over the edge of the cliff. Taako grits his teeth, grinning against the glass, and casts planar shift. Taako's car veers over the cliff. Kravitz hits the brakes. Brakes, B-R-A. I think Kravitz is just having a snack break. Barry is thrown forward in the gunner's compartment. Kravitz runs out of the car. Barry rubs his shoulder and follows. Well, that's one way to kill him, Barry says, scrambling out of the car to the edge of the cliff. Kravitz is already staring over the side. Huh, Barry says thoughtfully. Yeah, Kravitz says. There's nothing at the bottom of the cliff. I guess we should call Loop. New York City, home to billions of souls, transit hub for billions more. The seething masses of humanity, the weird and the devastatingly mundane, all congregating. Despite the automated systems put in place in the 24-hour hundreds, the traffic is atrocious. And the traffic system is definitely not set up to accommodate a portal opening up high above Times Square. A sleek silver car being steered by two screaming elves, one ancient and dressed what looks like wizard robes, the other young and dressed like she came from a particularly goth funeral parlor. Nice. Comes barreling out of a rift from nowhere in a high arc that crashes into a billboard with a loud electric screech before falling to the ground. Fortunately, the traffic system is good enough that the self-driving cars scoot around it. No casualties. Man, the future is fucking sick. A couple of people glance up from their phones and watches and digitally projected screens. A few people snap photos. Geez, it's just me. Geez, one commuter says to his companion, looking up from his Taako TM brand phone. They're doing crazy things with CGI these days, huh? His companion rolls her eyes. It's not CGI, Dean. It's AR. Totally different thing. But yeah, the effects were very good. She kicks the tire as they walk past. Ow! Fuck! Headlight tech has come way a long way since the 23s. The future is fucking sick. I love it. Inside the car, Taako rubs his head. Shit, that was bumpy. He forgot to cast Featherfall. Whoops. Loop stands over him. Ow! Taako says. Oh, shit. Are you okay, Ko? Are you okay, Ko? Wait, why am I asking if you're okay? I'm supposed to be reaping you. How do you feel? Loop pokes her brother cautiously. Stop poking me, dingus, Taako says, rubbing his head. He wipes some blood on his robes. It's just a scratch. 'Tis but a flesh wound, Loop intones. Okay, babe, now hold still. I'm losing Loop, and she begins to raise her scythe. Wait! Taako holds out a palm and the universal sign for hold the fuck up for a second. Before you go all stabby happy, I gotta tell you a thing. Guess where we are? We're outside the material plane, baby. Loop wrinkles her nose for a moment, thinking. Then she tosses the scythe on the ground and tries kick it. It's a really good tries kick. It's ineffective. Fuck, she says. Fuck, you're right. Taako laughs wildly. Can't touch this, Lulu. Taako's outside of your jurisdiction. I actually kind of miss doing this part.